As a small business, we all have to face challenging times. Here's some tips and tricks to help you get through it.
My name's Zack. I'm a proud owner of Paper and Wood. I create sculptures inspired by nature, mainly using paper and wood.
Hi, I'm Stacey, the founder of Brandlective Communications, a digital marketing agency. First things first, assess your business offering. I think it's important at a time of uncertainty to look at different opportunities to help de-risk your business. So offering a recruitment service is something that we've embedded in our business now, even though it was slightly more removed from our core offering as a business. And that all started with me sitting down and assessing the business and deciding what else could we be doing, and it's worked out brilliantly.
When it comes to diversifying your business, start with evaluating your payment process. What I do is very time-consuming, and obviously you need to get paid for your time. This made my product quite expensive for individual commissions. People couldn't afford it, and people really wanted to, and it seems like a horrible thing to cut them off. So evaluate your payment process by breaking down that big price into monthly installments or payment plans. You're letting people in, but you're also allowing a regular base of income to come in month on month.
Being a sustainable business is something that we should all be endeavoring to achieve. Not only does it attract more customers to our business because there's demand from consumers now for us to be more sustainable, but it's just the right thing to do.
There's a misconception that going green costs you money. It really doesn't. Actually, at the end of the day, it saves you money, and it's better for you and for your clients.
So one tip would be to trade in old devices. We did an audit of our office, realized we had a lot of laptops and mobile phones. We were able to trade those in, which obviously saved us money or gave us money back. But don't wait too long, because the older the device, the less value it holds. So make sure you take action on that.
It could be from any angle, really. Whether you're going paperless, which I couldn't really do unless I just went to wood. But paperless in the way of kind of receipts, printouts. You don't need to buy the paper or the ink you're printing with. Just go digital wherever you can. It saves the planet, saves you money. It's great.
Another great way of saving money is turning off your vampire devices. So those are things that really suck energy. Things like your printers, making sure that monitors aren't left on standby, that they're actually switched off. And you want to go beyond just switching them off at the wall, but actually remove the plugs. That can save you a lot of money on your energy bills. So it's important to remember that our teams and our staff are going through the same things as us. So one thing that I've done is to implement flexible working hours, which allows them to work their home life around their business life. And that can even extend to allowing the team to work from home. You then want to assess how much time do they spend at home versus in the office. Could you reduce the size of your office and therefore reduce the cost? Or could your business go completely remote and therefore eliminating that cost altogether, if that's applicable for your business?
As a small business, you really shouldn't be afraid to reach out for help if you do need it. It's so important to have someone around you or someone you can talk to, whether it's business related, your own personal life, money, everyone's going through it.
There's lots of resources out there to help support us. There's the gov.uk website. There are organisations like Small Business Britain, like the FSB. I personally have partnerships with both of them, and they've been really useful to me to not only guide me through challenges that I've had within the business, but also helps me to open up opportunities for new clients. Just being on their radar is well worth it as a small business, because there's lots of different ways that they can support you.
Networking wise, I'm lucky to share a space with my mate who runs his own business, and it's great to have him to bounce off, for whatever advice you need, whatever worries you're going through. And it opens up the conversation, it stops you stressing. It's important to have that connection with someone. Keep things going instead of being stuck in the headlights and terrified and hiding away.
Don't be afraid to speak to other business owners, even if they are your competitors. In my experience, I found hashing out ideas, talking about challenges, we're all facing the same thing, so it can be really, really valuable. So one thing that's come out of networking with other business owners is I discovered we were both using the same tool. So we decided to collaborate. We spoke to the provider. They allowed us to join forces, so that we're able to split the bill, essentially. So we're saving ourselves some money, still getting access to a brilliant tool.
I can't say this enough. Use the free organic social media channels. It's a great way to build community, expand your audience, and generate sales. Especially now, because if you haven't got any free cash, it doesn't cost you anything, but it brings you in so much more. Marketing is business. Without marketing, no one knows who you are and what you're up to, and you're kind of, lost in the water. So it's important to be active and give that time to your business.
So one tip would be to choose the right social media platforms to actually market your business. Lots of businesses tend to choose channels they're really comfortable with or they like to use themselves versus the channels that their customers are actually utilizing. So I think that's the first thing to kind of consider, and then make sure that you're creating content that helps them to understand what it is that you're doing, the services or the products that you offer, and give them a reason to want to purchase from you.
It's amazing how you can just put, say, a video out now, or even something about what you're doing behind the scenes, and you don't know how long it's going to take for that to come back to you, but it always does. It adds so much value because a finished product is faceless. But if you're showing every aspect, around that product, it's letting people in. They become part of the product. They become part of the process.
I was working with a small luxury brand, and they were pretty insistent that one particular social media channel was really, really important to their business. Actually, when we dug into some of the analytics, we discovered that most of their web traffic was actually coming from a completely different platform. So speak to your customers, ask them where are they spending time online, and make sure that your business is showing up there. And the second way to assess that would be to look into your own website analytics or the analytics of the social channel that you're using to understand what sort of traction, what sort of engagement you're actually achieving on those channels. One thing that I do is reach out to local networks, ask if I can be a speaker, and I speak on my particular subject matter. I definitely try to get myself on as many podcasts as possible. I'll collaborate with other businesses to host webinars that can be really helpful for my ideal customers. All of these things are free to do and help me to build my audience beyond what my existing client base is.
Look after your mental health, because ultimately a clearer mind helps you make better decisions. Positivity for me is everything. Having a strong mental attitude to what you're doing, and just remember why you started what you're doing. I love what I do, but sometimes I can get very lost in the deadlines and the stresses and the money. I have to step back and remind myself, I do love this. I started this because I love it. Let's bring that back. Go back to your roots, go back to what made you do what you're doing. It's about choosing the things that relax you or stimulate you or motivate you or inspire you, whatever it is. And for myself, it's just getting out there in nature. Then I can bring that back to the studio, feel refreshed, re-energized, raring to go.
One piece of advice I've always had and has rung true is to keep on learning. It makes me feel more motivated. So I've done things like took online courses in SEO, I've learned to become a public speaker. These sorts of things have helped me to not only feel more motivated, but have actually opened up other opportunities or new services that I can provide to my clients. There's loads of free courses out there, just have a look online. Remember, this won't last forever, so stay positive, keep learning. Remember to take the plug sockets out. Come on, we've got this.